Tempe Video was one of those companies out there that was standing shoulder to shoulder with Troma Entertainment and Full Moon Entertainment. They were putting out movies you probably haven't heard of, but maybe you did. They just announced that they're shuttering. They can't make it anymore. And the thing that I wanted to point out about this is how cold and cruel this whole streaming thing is. In the early days of Hulu, in the early days of Netflix, in the early days of Amazon Prime, and they are still on Amazon Prime, but they're not featured anymore, Tempe's product was the go-to. They would pull in tens of thousands of views in early Netflix, in early Hulu. They propped Hulu up. They propped Netflix up in those early days. And then once Netflix is able to stand on its own, once Hulu is able to stand on its own, they kick Tempe to the side like, oh yeah, we have real movies on here now. We don't need your crap. Bye-bye. And then Tempe goes to being an unknown again. I think that's sad that Netflix isn't going to help Tempe. Hulu's not going to help Tempe. Even though during the early years when both those companies needed it, Tempe was there for them. Ingrate Philistine bastards. And that's one of the things with the streaming world. It's just, we don't care. We have, quote, real product now. But Tempe Video, they put out, when I say good, you can put that in quotes. I personally really love Robot Ninja. Horror Vision, I did a detailed review of that when I worked for Night Flight. The Dead Next Door from owner J.R. Bookwalter. Well, he also did Robot Ninja. There's the Witch House franchise. I personally really like those. You've got the really underrated documentaries that they put out. I personally really like the Shock Cinema documentary and their Scream Queen documentary, Something to Scream About. Those, I don't care whether you like these kind of movies or not. Those are fascinating documentaries about low-budget filmmaking. There's another one gone. Because, really, Troma's the last man standing here, because while Full Moon technically still exists, we all know Full Moon's been on life support for the last decade. Just look at their output. It's green screened garbage. They are putting out absolute garbage, and don't come to me and go, but The Littlest Reich! That's not actually Full Moon. That's Cinestate and Dallasania of Fangoria that actually put out Littlest Reich. That's not really Full Moon. So Full Moon's not a real indie anymore. Really, all that's left is Troma now that Tempe's gone. So I just wanted to say, I love Tempe Video. They put out a lot of crap. I'm not going to deny that. Personally, J.R. Bookwalter may not like his movie Humanoids of Atlantis. I personally thought that movie had a lot of charm to it. But really, go and look up the Witch House movies, or Robot Ninja, or Horror Vision, which is a really prescient film to the internet. It's also hilariously dated. That's part of its charm. Go look up Shock Cinema. Go look up The Dead Next Door. Go look up Something to Scream About. But Tempe Video, see you on the other side, man.